Hello, people. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is Diddy Strides, and I welcome you to today's edition. And on today's edition, I will be weighing into the trending issues around the person and the campaign of Peter Obi, who is the flag bearer of Labour Party. Recently, we began to see that the Labour Party and Doyi Okupe has actually debunked a lot of claims that is going on that Sanusi Lamido, the former emir of Kano, and His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, actually endorsed the uh, the presidential candidate of the presidential pursuit of Peter Obi. And as a result of that, Doyin has come out to debunk it. And we have seen a lot of things like that actually happening recently. A situation where a statement that was attributed to the governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo has also come out to debunk that he never said anything like that. Okay. This has brought me to actually alert the people on what I call anti Peter Obi social media campaign. Anti Peter Obi social media campaign. We know how much support that Peter Obi has received from the youth, from the young people of Nigeria, the well meaning people of Nigeria, people who are tired of the present system, who actually want a paradigm shift, who want something to be done differently because we can't be doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The young people with vision who want to see a true change in Nigeria. Remember that change was promised us. I believe Nigeria is due for that change. We were promised a change and we never saw the change for the better. Now Nigerians want to take their life into their own hands to actually elect, especially the young people, to elect the person they actually believe in. So I believe that this group of people saw the massive support that Peter Obi is receiving on the social media, and they decided to take the fight uh, on Peter Obi straight to the social media. So there's a kind of a social media battle going on right now. Since a lot of them, at first they came to claim that Peter Obi uh, is only trending on social media, is only popular on social media, and they are not ready to take that for granted because um, this social media movement, they saw how it led to NSAS some time ago, and they are not willing to actually take any chances. So they decided to take the fight to the social media, and I am going to on this warn you. And if you're a true supporter of change, true change in Nigeria, if you're a lover of this country and you want to see this country move forward and you want to vote for change, if you're a young man who actually wants your voice to count and you want to see a change, true change in Nigeria, and you're a supporter of PO, I want you to observe these things. There are, I've observed it. I'm a very constant an active player on the social media, so uh, I have observed this actually going on. One of the first thing they tried to do, and I'm going to show you how it's done, was to actually debunk or try to trivialize the social media followership of P2B by trying to say that he's only popular on social media and this and this and that and that and that. And then this was one of their earlier movement or one of their earlier attack. Okay. And of course, we know the people. I don't want to call names here. I don't want to attack anybody. We know the social media influencers that were used to actually form this opinion and all that. But when they saw that that did not really happen, all right, because they were so sure that Peter B was going to fail the primaries. All right, but they never saw what Peter B actually did or what he had in mind. Then they knew he was going to be a very strong contender if he happened to become a candidate of any political party. So what they were so sure he was going to fail the primaries, but when things turned out the way it turned out, and he's now the flag bearer of Labour Party, what they did now was to begin to uh, look for strategies, because with that his popularity was growing and people were saying wherever P2B goes, that's where we're going to go. And people began to say, "Ah, we need a third force, we need this, we need that, we need a third force, we want to scrap APC, we want to scrap PDP," and all that. They saw that voice coming up, and the voice was growing stronger and stronger. And they have now went back to their drawing tables to actually devise a means of attacking this voice by setting in motion what I call anti P2B social media campaign. This is not a name, but this is what I call it because I see it happening. Now, they are no longer using a direct attack because they saw that every direct attack against P2B is actually promoting him. For instance, when they came out to say he's stingy. Now, when you say he's stingy, you're actually promoting him because Peter B is a very prudent and a shrewd person. He's not an extravagant spender of money. And right from time, he has always stood for this. I'm sure they never saw that coming. Why they were calling him stingy? Because they thought that Nigeria, that the youth are still out for let's share and share and share the national cake. But they now saw the youths are no longer into sharing national cake. Everybody wants a better country. Everybody wants a country they can be proud of. Now, when they saw that that is not working, that calling him stingy, so what they have done right now is to stop the direct attack on him. Now, what they are doing right now is to actually take the fight on social media, and one of the things they are doing right now is to pay propagandists, all right, who are in a bit I call them false supporters, all right. They voice, they they claim to be in support, whereas they are working for the opposition. Whoever the opposition is, I don't know. All right. So they claim to be in support of PO, whereas they are working for the opposition by making enormous claim. It's not just enough again to say he did this, he did that, he did this, did that. But what they have done right now is to begin to attribute their claims to dignitaries that they know that these dignitaries are reputable people, and they wouldn't want anything that is not attributed to them to be, they won't want to identify with it. How can you imagine us attributing statements to Lamido Sanusi and His Eminence Emir Sultan of Sokoto when they have not said anything? Do you understand what I'm saying? So they knew that those people will actually come. They will actually come to debunk it. And Soludo also is a professor who wouldn't want anything that he never said to be attributed to him. So that's what they're doing right now, because they know that people will come out to say, these dignitaries, these reputable men will come out to say, I didn't say that, I didn't say that. And the people who are doing this are not for PO, they are actually against PO. I want you to understand this. It's a mind game. It's a mind game. And why are they doing this? They want to do it so that people will begin to rubbish the claims of P2B, where people will begin to rubbish and trivialize what he has done and say they are all lies and all that. So they want to make him look like a liar. They want to make him look like that's what they are doing, because at first they tried direct attack, which is what they tried first. It didn't work. Right now, they are now playing the game of we are like for him, but we are not for him. I want every true supporter, please share this video. We must be wise. We must be wiser than this. We need a change, and a true change. And we must stay on God prayerfully, and our PVC must go to work in order to create this change that we want. I've always challenged Nigeria. I said, come out massively and vote for PO so that you can see the difference between a man that was massively voted by the people and the man who was installed and imposed on the people. Because what we have always had in the time past is that we do all their gerrymandering, they do all their propagandas, use their powers of incubacy and a whole lot of things to actually impose people on us or leaders on us. But right now, I am challenging Nigerians to come out massively to vote for PO in order to see the difference between a man who is massively voted by the people and a man who was imposed on the people, which is what we've been having, in the past years. That is what they're doing. Number two, three tricks is trying to bedevil Peter B's supporters. How are they doing it? There is this adage that says in my place that a man goes into the bush and 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 cuts and hits something in the bush with his machete and runs out in the street and say, who did that? That's exactly what they're doing right now. How is that working? Now they are trying to bedevil the enormous support that Peter B's true I'm a true supporter of PO, and I know what it feels, how I feel when I see some people making derogatory statements on other people, on other candidates. All these candidates are respectable Nigerians. All these candidates should be honored. Even Peter B has come out to plead to the supporters and say, please respect every candidate. All right, because they are all noble men. They are all great men. All right, if they don't believe they have something to offer, they wouldn't come. But the rest is left to our discretion and our own judgment to make the right choices at this particular, or the right choice at this particular time. All right, I know when he made that plea to Nigerians, but you see, these people have persisted in insulting people, in using derogatory word, in fanning up ethnic fear and all that. Why are they doing this? They are working on the religious and ethnic sentiments of Nigerians. But please, true supporters of PO must look beyond ethnic and religious sentiments, because that is exactly what they want to do. Anybody can go on social media and claim to be and bear a name. All right, as I am right now, I can decide to be Abubakar Haruna or whatever, and you wouldn't know that I'm not even an Hausa man, and I'll begin to say things against the Igbos or against the Hausas or whatever. I could claim any of these things. So this is exactly what it's doing, because people wear false persona, people will false personality. All right, and why they are doing this is to actually play on the ethnic sentiments and religious sentiments of Nigerians, and the aim ultimate is actually to bedevil the support, the massive support that PO is actually receiving from Nigerians. I want you to watch this. Now, they are the ones doing it. They will also come out and say, can you see that the PO supporters, they are insulting people. They are saying, okay, as if this is new. We all know that there are a lot of people. Everybody has his own level of understanding. There's some people, the best way they support things is to fight for it and sometimes become a very aggressive. There are people who are diplomatic. There are people who are more educated. There are people. So there are different kinds of people. So Peter B should not be held responsible for the way his supporters actually does, for the way his supporters speak on the social media. He hasn't paid anybody to actually do that, to insult people. I'm sure you know him in person. If you actually know him in person, you know he's not somebody that will support such kind of movement and all that. But what these people didn't actually know, that what is happening is not the makings of Peter B. This is the finger of God. This is the handwriting of God. Now, many times people say we don't need prayers in this country. But what they didn't know is that prayer has a way it works. I believe that it is the prayers of Nigerians for over years that has culminated to this point where we now want a change. And the suffering that we have suffered for over 24 years right now, especially the past 7 to 8, going to 8 years right now, that Nigerians have so much suffered that is leading to what is happening right now. The level of poverty in the country right now is alarming. I don't have to start showing you the indices. All I need to ask you is, what is your income like? You personally that is listening to me, what is your income like? Do you think that this present system, let me just use the word system, I'm not against parties, but I'm against the system, all right? So do you think that this present system, if given another opportunity also, Are we ready to go through this kind of suffering we went for the next 8 years? The next 8 years. 8 years is a very long time to suffer. I remember one a fella, Nicola Pokuti, saying that we are good in Nigeria, we're good in suffering and smiling. We suffer and we smile. We say it's okay, it is well. We try to clothe it with religious parlance and religious languages. Come on, Nigerians, it's not okay. It's not all well. It's not all well. Things are not well in this country. Me as a person, I don't think I can still go through this the next 8 years of suffering. I don't think I can go through. That's why a lot of people are saying things like we need to jackpot, we need look, these are my jackpot plans. Recently, Paul Okoye of P Square began to tell Nigerians, in pidgin language, many of them understood, some people didn't understand, that he is supporting, that he will not lose. The reason why he's supporting Peter Obi is because he saw a man, he saw the heart of the man, he saw somebody who can make a change. That he's supporting Peter Obi and saying that Nigeria should fight against bad governance and support Peter Obi. That he's not doing that for selfish gain. He said the worst come to the worst. The worst, if Nigeria becomes so bad, he has 2 houses in the US. And a lot of people said, some people try to understand it another way and all that. But what this young man is saying is, don't sell your vote. Don't as a result of ethnic sentiments and religious sentiments, sell your future. Thank God that right now, Peter Obi is an Igbo man. He's a Nigerian. Doyin, I think Doyin should be is a Yoruba man and all that. And both of them are very good friends. I mean, good friends. Please, I am begging Nigerians. I'm begging the downtrodden Nigerians, the masses. Please, let's stop playing religious and ethnic sentiments. Even at the level, at the height of this, they don't play it. They don't. They understand the importance of relating with each other in spite of your religion. But they are selling this to us because they know that is the only thing. They know the masses are dense. And that is the only way. That is the only way you can divide them. The only tool you can use in dividing the country is using ethnic and religious sentiments to divide the people. They know it. That the masses are dense. You can sell an ideology to them and they will hang themselves on it. They know. Please, let's look beyond this. I'm an Igbo man, but I have a lot of friends who are not Igbos. But why not? We are all Nigerians. We schooled together. All right? We lived together. So why this so much? And please, you see this issue of an Igbo, when an Igbo man becomes a president, he's going to say this. Please leave. All these are propagandas that doesn't make sense. Look at the man we're talking. The question is that Peter Obi has all it takes. He has all it takes. He has the academic qualification. He has the experience of governance. He has the bureaucratic experience. He has the real business world experience. What do you want? He has the good heart. He is committed in his mandate, and he has shown fearlessness and courageousness. What else do you want in a man? Peter Obi became the governor of Anambra State when the politics of Anambra State was fierce. And today, thanks to Peter Obi, the cabals that thought they have Anambra State, the people who thought they could run Anambra State, thanks to Kute, all these things we are brought to rest, which I believe, if given opportunity, he's going to do the same. Because Anambra State was a miniature Nigeria. Just the way Nigeria is today is what Anambra State was then. He was said that when he became the governor, he had no single lawmaker from his party. They attempted, which I see is going to happen, they attempted impeaching him severally and he was brought back also. So what am I saying? There is an anti-Peter Obi social media campaign. Be very mindful of it. All this insulting are not necessarily coming out or coming from the people who are true supporters, because no true supporter will want to say something that will actually bedevil, or that will actually make him lose credibility. So this is coming from the enemies, because they understand that if they make him look bad, they will like. But the most important thing is, check yourself. Ask yourself the true question. What do you really need? You need a change. And Peter B is the change. Peter B is the change. Please be mindful of this movement. This is Daily Strides. God bless you. Share this. Subscribe to this. I beg of you, please grow this channel with me. Subscribe to this. If you want better content, if you want more content, please, please, and please, and please support, like, hit the notification button, and subscribe to us for subsequent videos. Thank you so much. Daily Strides signing out.